Alright, we need to talk about this, guys. Hold on. Juicy information. Juicy information. Well, based on the title you can see right there, I don't know how I feel about it. This is news which was posted today on June 26th of 2025. And it says Destiny 2 Edge of Fate pre-orders are down nearly 50% from the final shape. New data shows. Oh my goodness, look at that. I love this image. That's a good image. Despite major updates coming with Destiny 2's The Edge of Fate expansion, new fan analysis shows pre-orders are nearly 50% lower than the final shape. Destiny 2's next big expansion, Edge of Fate, is just a few weeks away, launching on July 15, 2025. This expansion kicks off the new Year of Prophecy and adds some fantastic changes, including the portal, a new gear tiering system, armor stats overhaul, non-linear campaign, and more. This is also the start of Destiny 2's new content delivery structure, with a free major update in between each expansion release. That sounds like a solid step forward on paper, and a lot of longtime players seem genuinely interested in what Edge of Fate has to offer, but many players feel that the excitement around the expansion doesn't seem to match what we've seen in the past years. Which is understandable because Bungie has been falling apart. Bungie has been, lacking content. I mean, you guys saw the developer stream that just happened for the Edge of Fate. You know that there wasn't much content that was represented. You know that in the Edge of Fate developer stream, they basically went over everything that other content creators have already covered, except adding 3 new things, which was the rocket pulse rifle, the new longbow, and the crossbow. So yeah, I'm curious to know how this is going to go. I'm curious to know how this launch is. I'm curious to know if it's actually going to win or fail or just take a massive dump. I guess we'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out when it launches, okay? This is an image by Bungie. Of course, you see they're in the train, the Guardian's running. Now, some new data gives us a clear picture of just how low the engagement might actually be. Destiny 2 Edge of Fate pre-order data shows major drop. Reddit user Testify shared a data-driven comparison between pre-orders for Edge of Fate and the final shape earlier today. Using publicly available stats from warmind.io, a popular Destiny 2 stat tracking site, while not official numbers from Bungie, the data offers one of the clearest glimpses at pre-order trends we've gone right now. To track pre-order numbers, Testify looked at the number of Destiny 2 accounts that have unlocked the unique pre-order emblems tied to each expansion, external sites for the Edge of Fate, and Paracasual Path for the final shape. Because these emblems are tied directly to purchasing the expansions, they work as a fairly consistent way to monitor pre-order interest over time. The Reddit user automated this tracking process and has been collecting data daily since March 2024, storing it in a database. Destiny 2 pre-order comparison, Edge of Fate versus the final shape. Let's look at this chart here. So total unlocked thousands, days before after release, TFS, which Paracasual Path, EOF external sites, EOF projection 53%, EOF percentage of TFS, which is the final shape. So it's like, let me see, let me get these numbers right. Days before after release, Edge of Fate external sites, which is 337,000. The final shape, Paracasual Path, which is 449, which goes way above here. There you go. Obviously, this graph shows of how low, really, really low the Edge of Fate purchases are. Much lower than how it was originally. I mean, 337,000 compared to 633,000. That is so low. Oh man. The comparison focuses on matching timelines, meaning it compares where Edge of Fate is now, about 3 weeks before launch, to where the final shape was at the same point before its release. The results aren't great. Edge of Fate is currently sitting at about 53% of the final shape's pre-order count at the same point in time, and if this pace holds, it could finish with nearly 1 million fewer player purchases in the final shape. 1 million fewer player purchases! Oh. Guys, what do you think? Like, how can Bungie fix their game? How can they up their pre-order items? Because this is just sad. Really, really sad. It makes me bummed out of how far this game has fallen a deep, deep hole. That's sad. That's really, really sad. Here's a summary of what the analysis shows. Edge of Fate pre-orders are 47% lower than the final shape at the same point pre-launch. If trends continue, Edge of Fate is on track for around 1.1 million purchases. compared to 2.1 million for the final shape in its first month. The percent comparison, currently 53%, is updated daily to show how Edge of Fate is pacing against the final shape. The analyst automated this tracking process and has been collecting data since March 2024. We got the Year 2 Prophecy, Destiny the Edge of Fate, and Destiny 2 Renegades. Of course, this isn't a perfect one-on-one representation of Bungie's actual sale numbers. Emblem unlocks may not capture every purchase, and players may not have acquired the emblems from the special deliveries kiosk yet. Even if it's not official sales data, it's still one of the better ways we have to see how interested Destiny 2 players are in the new expansion. There are a few reasons why Edge of Fate might not be generating the same kind of momentum. The final shape was the end of a massive 10-year storyline, a finale that players had been waiting for years. It carried a sense of closure and payoff that naturally drew more attention. In contrast, Edge of Fate is the start of a brand new saga, and while that's exciting in theory, it doesn't come with the same weight or urgency. On top of that, it's smaller expansion by design, closer in scope to something like Rise of Iron, which might make it feel less essential compared to previous releases. And of course, there's the bigger picture. Trust in Bungie has taken a hit over the past year or so, especially after the major layoffs, the cancellation of other projects, and the absence of any sign that Destiny 3, which many players were hoping for, is even in development. Plus, do not forget, especially about the marathon plagiarism that just happened recently, which caused a lot of Destiny players not to trust Bungie and made their sales basically go downfall. I mean, there's been people in the game called plagiarism will make me God. They literally use their name token to do that. Plagiarism will make me God. Fox, they aren't going to release an entire new title at this point. Legend D3 is the only way Marathon go away. Oh, man. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Destiny 2 Edge of Fate weekly sales on Steam. If you need more signs that Edge of Fate might be underperforming, just look at Steam's weekly top sellers list. Between April 9th and May 7th, 2024, as well as the following weeks up until the launch of the final shape, Destiny 2 showed up in Steam's top 20 best-selling games every single week. Now, comparing that to the same window for the Edge of Fate, from May 20th to June 24th, the game hasn't made the top 20 at all. Oh, that's sad. That's really, really sad. Just last week, Destiny 2 was sitting all the way down at number 65 on Steam's weekly top sellers list. That's a pretty noticeable drop. Like, look at that. Number 65. I'm sorry to say this, but they're going downhill, and they're going downhill fast. If they can't figure their stuff out or work a Destiny 3 or even make an announcement that they're developing Destiny 3, then I'm sorry. I feel like Destiny 2 will fail and Sony will maybe take over, because this is too much. 65 ranked on Steam's list. I remember when it used to be in the top 10. Not anymore. Not anymore. Just this week, Bungie held the developer livestream for the Edge of Fate, where it went over pretty much all the same things already revealed during preview events and content creator coverage, except for a thing or two: new weapon type. That led to a lot of backlash from fans who were expecting new information and reveals, which is true. It is so true. A lot of people have said specifically in the developer stream, where's the new content? What am I watching? This is ridiculous. And Lucky 10p even posted on X saying Bungie didn't really reveal anything new. Not surprising at all. So it's sad. It really, really is sad. And for this information to come out, being me, a longtime Destiny 2 fan, a longtime fan of Destiny as itself, makes me hurt. It really, really makes me hurt, because it's just like, how can they even improve the game? Their fan base is so untrustworthy with them right now that will this Edge of Fate launch actually turn the momentum on them? Or will it be a complete fail and will they have to scrap future projects? But here's an idea, guys. Here's an idea. We've already got information on the Traveler, right? Now make information on the Gardener. Create Destiny 3 based on the Gardener. Come on, guys. We have not heard. We heard the Gardener maybe once, maybe twice, but it has not revealed any new information. Nothing. We know the Witness was working for the Gardener, but we do not know what the Gardener's actual plans are. Like, we have not got an introduction of the Gardener. I really hope either this Edge of Fate storyline builds up to the Gardener. I know it's about the 9, but I really do hope that it's going to eventually pass and the Gardener is going to be introduced and hopefully bring a lot of the player base back. Or just make Destiny 3, revolve it around the Gardener, or 2, revolve it around the Collapse. That'd be great. I'd love to see an open world game like that. Come on, who wouldn't want to see a game like that? Ugh. Oh man. Are you excited for Edge of Fate, or do you feel like something's missing compared to past expansions? Let us know your thoughts below. So, answer that question. Am I still excited for Edge of Fate? Yes. Am I still excited for Renegades that comes with Edge of Fate? Yes. And the reason being is because I'm still very hyped and excited about the new content that's coming along, especially the crossbow. I'm really excited about the crossbow because I really do want to try it. Now that to me is very exciting. Including Renegades. Renegades has a lightsaber along with Han Solo's blaster being introduced in the game. Now I don't know if the lightsaber is going to be a weapon ornament, if it's going to be an exotic, sword, or if it's going to be a complete different exotic called lightsaber or called Ghost's lightsaber. I have no idea. All I can think about is lightsaber, but that's the question that remains, is whether or not it's going to be an actual weapon we can use, an ornament, or a legendary, or maybe even exotic. I guess we'll see. But I really do hope that the blaster itself is an exotic gun, because honestly, having Han Solo's blaster right by your side and bringing that out kind of gives me, well, hopefully a new exotic. I hope it's not like anything like a hand cannon where it's a 140 RPM that shoots like this. I hope you can shoot, like aim down the scope. I hope you can shoot it and lasers being shot out from it, like blaster fire. I think that'd be awesome. Plus the sound it'll make, I really hope it's a really good sound and it sounds just like the Star Wars blaster that Han Solo uses. But only time will tell. So I still have faith Edge of Fate is going to have some success. But reading this, I feel like it's going to fall in a deep, deep hole. And I feel like the player base for Destiny 2 is too far gone. I feel like the trustworthiness is lost. And I feel like that if Bungie really wanted to gain the player base back, they're really going to have to up their game. Or maybe even change management, because this is just, it's too much. It's really, really is too much. And they're falling downhill fast. And I hate to see it. And I'm sure a lot of other Destiny 2 players hate to see it as well. That's unbelievable, guys. It really is, and it makes me sad. Adam, you only care about the lightsabers. Fox, it's a laser poker. Get it right. Okay, it's gonna be a laser poker. Legend, I'll buy the DLC if they bring back Trials of the 9. Trials of the 9 wouldn't be bad. Adam says, fire Pete and use his cars to fund D3. I can't agree more with you there, Mr. Adam. Can't agree more. Come on, guys. What's your opinions? What's your thoughts? Let me know. I'd be more than interested to see and hear what there has to be said about the Edge of Fate and how you're feeling about it, because that, to me, is very important information. And I really do hope the game itself doesn't fail, but, one can only hope for so long. I guess we'll see. We'll see the future of Destiny 2 and how it goes. D2 is on the edge of its fate for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, Adam. Yes.